like.
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Here we go.
On first down, Key. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. To throw is Garoppolo. Well, he's going to go for it all. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Jones now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Back to throw. Jones. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up the 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 36, Garoppolo. Over the middle, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Key. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Now, this is an example breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23.
Here we go. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that down.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now a give right side. It's Maxwell, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Key. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Garoppolo, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Key. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run with a fullback. Use check. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So we...
I just scored.
Looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, well, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. If someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So,
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll keep it on the ground. Key. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once.
That's a touchdown! That's a touchdown!
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Now Jones on 1st down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
Get the
The
freak
throw
off
led him
the
a little
field.
too far. Brings up
Bam.
3rd down. So the victory here for San Francisco. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal.
My bad.
That's a heck of a job. When they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish. Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
Alright, peace out.
So for the Niners, it's